smell ya. Smell ya. Hi everybody. I'm here. I'm also somewhat quite sleepy. Everybody, it's a sleepy Saturday. Welcome to the writing stream. I'm gonna take it quite chill today. How's everybody's Saturday so far? I I felt like promoting this stream, but then I realized I realized that actually just misses the point of a chill stream, because if I need to promote a chill stream, that's just not it. So moving forward, the only place I'll ever promote the writing stream would just be on Twitter. I told you to sleep early last night. Well, it probably didn't help that I was playing Modern Warfare just now, grinding the Fennec. I could just easily change this from a writing stream to just a stream where we talk about Modern Warfare, because I've been playing that game like non-stop. Thank you, the Kati, for the advice. I am not good at taking advice. So how's everyone's Saturday going? It's 2 p.m. 2:03 p.m. as you can see by my trusty clock down there. Also I'm looking directly at the I'm looking directly at the webcam now. So how are you, Shark? I see you here actually. So what's up, guys? I don't have anything on my end. I ordered the man at the house and his friend ordered noodles for us. So I ate pretty well. This morning. I have a bottle of water with me. The most interesting story I can tell you is that apparently since I slept late and I woke up late, something pissed on my bed. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring up piss again in the afternoon, because I'm just batshit stupid. I'm gonna open the window a little bit so that people can see my face. Any interesting stories? I mean, I can talk about the cat. I can talk about the piss, because the piss. We're here. I'm supposed to be writing here, but I want to talk about how I think my cat pissed on my bed, because I got international meet, so I'll be sticking around just for a while. Oh, okay, yeah, you got a test today, don't you? Yeah, I think you gotta focus on that. Okay, Akate. I'll just be here typing. I'll just be here for anyone who wants to chill with me. Sleepy croc. You can kind of tell by my voice I'm also slightly sleepy. Also, because due to the mistake that I made, which was stopping Modern Warfare for a bit. Stopping Modern Warfare for a bit to sit on the couch outside, and now my brain is just like really tired. So I think without further ado, I'm just gonna move here. Why not? Just gonna turn on the music real quick. I don't really know what to do today. I've said I said that I wanted to work on the Emerald Star as usual, but yeah, sure, why not? Just work on the Emerald Star. Then maybe halfway I'll just probably switch to the Sunset War. That's not much I want to do in particular. Like, there's no special stories I have in mind, because well, I don't know how you say it. It's just that, sorry, my brain is being racked up. Like, I'm just still focusing on the stuff I have already written, because if I don't finish these projects up and I keep making up new projects, I won't be able to continue off the old stuff, and that turns out to not be a very good idea. You guys can hear me, right? I'm always scared that my technical difficulties means that I'm not talking to anybody at all, and it's just like the most yabby thing in the world. It's just like talking to yourself. Anyway, I don't really know where to start off with the Emerald Star. I've reached here, but I don't really know how to move on. But I think I can just kind of figure it out. Evolved. The moon. Their own survival. Out here in the oasis. The suit. A piece. Yes, yes. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to finish both of these stories, but I may be biting off more than I can chew with the Sunset War, because I realized the way I planned out the story, right? It was just so not to say more than I could chew. It was just that I have a really long story that may not be done until like I don't know, like 3 months worth of just actually typing there, sitting there nonstop because yeah, I tend to come up with grand story ideas. So yes, that turns out to be a thing. All right, what am I thinking of? I don't know why I'm doing that. So what have you guys been doing recently that's related to writing? Yeah, let me just pull that out for you. Revolved around on Mega Survivor. Around I don't know what you say. I don't want to type survivors. Like I want to type something else. I'm not really sure. I do like to say though, if you want to talk to me, you can actually do that right in the chat right now. I actually would like to emphasize that as much as I like this to be a writing stream, it actually serves two purposes. It actually serves that purpose of talking to you guys directly in a more chill manner that isn't like super chaotic, and the second one is just to write. There's a third reason I didn't actually explain that just now was because I want to teach you all English somewhat, or at least how to come up with a train of thought. I don't really get to do that all that often. Also, Arma Tree, 26th June. Oh, I got Arma Tree tonight, man. I don't know. Like I remember when I streamed Arma a few weeks ago. I was just looking at that and I was just wondering, should I play this game again? Because I don't want to say I particularly did not like the game. I just couldn't really get into it. I really like Arma's atmosphere, but I've just returned to writing again. I like writing on paper than typing because of the feels. Oh, that's actually a good. That's actually a good. That's actually a good thing to have because it's like traditional art where karangan type. Hi Shafi, welcome. Karangan means it's a formal essay that I have to do for my work. I just opened up Sony Vegas by accident. God damn it! Get out here. Okay, so yeah, I think we can discuss about the merits of traditional writing while I type because when surviving out here in harsh voices. So the idea of traditional writing, right? Yeah, I understand why it would actually be difficult to share your stories like Ate, because I kind of see you sometimes when you're saying that you wanted to share your stories, but then now you tell me it's traditional writing. I completely understand why it may be difficult for you because unlike some people, right, who can do traditional drawings, like let's say someone we both know, someone named Newbie who drew fan art for me, um traditional drawing it, right? Traditional drawing is something you can share with people directly, but if you write traditionally on pen and paper, I wouldn't say it's easy because I don't think because first of all, the you have to do like the camera thing. Okay, yeah, I tried to do that and fucked up the webcam. Okay, so I'm doing it like if you try to take a photo of a karangan, right, and you send it to your friends, they'll be like, they either be, I can't read any of these things, or the worst part is, why is your handwriting so terrible? I feel like that would happen to me personally, and it's scary. But I do agree with you that it's kind of satisfying to just write your stuff on pen and paper, which is why or do anything on pen and paper, which is why my iPad has that rough texture. Yeah. But for me, typing personally is the way to go because when I get typing, I just work like a automatic machines. Okay, wait. The Viper. So I don't really, so I do understand what you get, and I think one day when you're comfortable with like when you're comfortable with actually taking a photo and sharing it, I would love to see the something itu. The something into other than that elsewhere henceforth. I don't really, okay, so to talk about the essay conventions, I kind of feel limited by, okay, so this is gonna be a small childhood thing, but when I was, as far as my childhood memories, I'm gonna add quote memories because these are not actually mine. I definitely did not take any of these exams when I was younger. This was just a hold off from my hostess from the person I swapped with, their memories. um I remember like the basis form of my BM, because as a lot of people know, my BM is outright frankly a terrible thing. I would just fall back into it because I found it to be more relatable. But when it came to karangan writing, the finesse that you see in my normal story writing, it just jumps out the window because I cannot translate what goes on in my mind to Ibili, and it's it's quite embarrassing. So yeah, I don't know how you say it. It's like the thing, like what you Shark and Akate, what you have said, right? I remember those, and they were like very important to just kind of like end the sentence there in BM and be like, okay, full stop. Now what else do I say? Selain itu, saya mempeta. I see. I don't even remember any Malay words. It's like when it comes to Malay, my Malay is very rojak, and the kind of rojak is like, how do you say it really? It's very simple, very straightforward. There is no formalities attached to it. If I was like talking to someone in real life and I wanted to get something and they were Malay, I would just like, sign up, boss, sign up, beli ini, boleh ya? That is my Malay. If you ask me to speak formally in Malay, I actually cannot do that. It's kind of scary. No, it's not scary. It's just kind of stupid in some ways because it makes me feel bad. But it's okay. The Viper was. The Viper. Anything but many hands. Many hands touch the metal, and many more were warded away by Dylus's guess. Like okay, boss, saya beli ini berapa? Yes, exactly. I was gonna point out, but saya beli ini berapa? God, prior to appointment. Yeah, boss, saya beli ni berapa? Like, I actually wouldn't mind if I if I was just to be selected by someone and say like, okay, you know what I can do here is I'm gonna teach you some proper Malay, and if you don't get it right by the end of the stream, I'm going to kill you. I actually wouldn't mind just having that kind of conversation, or at least that kind of stream content, because that would actually be funny because I'll be forced to learn how to speak BM like a proper former Malaysian, and it would just be the most stupid thing in the world. And it's just dumb. I'm sorry if I'm just offending you guys. I don't honestly feel like a Malaysian. That's why. It is okay. As long as I can communicate my thoughts to you and you guys understand it, that's good enough for me. Also, I'm just tying out something real quick. Oh god, I just burped out my lunch. Sorry. Okay, I'm just wondering. I never knew, understood purpose of such gestures, but I reasoned it. Instead, I had reasoned it to a sense of Like, is there any instances where your Malay fails you or like your English fails you? Because I'm actually quite curious. Language failure is the thing that kind of happens commonly to me. Um, I think one example is that the man of the house speaks Hokkien, and there will be many times where I can actually misread a thing because when it comes to reading when it comes to reading something like a situation, I would have I wouldn't say it's a purely linguistic thing, but I can actually read conversations by tone alone, and in that way, it's also kind of paranoid inducing because when someone gets mad and when someone gets mad, right, and the tone is actually quite loud, I get scared really fast. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. So it's like that. I don't know. Grandeur. Let's see. Other one. Mundane. Do not mean to degrade. I don't really know. I'm just typing like I'm just typing normally. I think the point of writing stream is not to advertise it. I would like to advertise more streams, but I think the writing stream I'm gonna stop advertising it because there's honestly no point in advertising a writing stream as much as I find it interesting because one, it's a passion project, whatever I'm working on, and the second one is that it really doesn't match up with the idea of promotion. I would promote a stream, right? I would promote a stream that is action packed or at least something that follows a plot line and is visually interesting. Let's say I want to stream, okay, like take earlier on this week I had my Call of Duty streams, right? And my Overcooked stream and my dinosaur review stream. I advertised those because those were interesting visually and they had something I can inject a bit of chaotic nature. Writing streams are, well, I wouldn't say they're not chaotic, but what I can tell you is that they're not viewer friendly because they rely a lot on context. I would say the counterpoint is my reading streams, which happen on usually on the same day, which is on Saturday. I would promote reading streams because at least there you know I'm following a plot line. But here writing, I just do things on my own. My plot line, it is my plot line, and as an author, I understand my thoughts will just get really lost when it comes to people. So yeah, I think I'm ranting to myself again. They treated heroes. Our forays into the civilian populace around headquarters bore similar experiences. Yeah, I'm just going off topic for the I'm gonna start because I don't know, I'm just gonna explain a bit more about the civilian lifestyle. The most veteran of Erskine, most notorious of our ranks, earning a fair bite of attention from the local. So it would stand to reason that the Viper's launch will attract a far grander audience. Understandable. Writing is something usually done behind the scenes so people can read it and later on to understand it. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say writing, I don't know. Let's say I want to take my friend Mono stream. Mono does art streams, right? And there you can at least see a visual product being built, and that actually works on the stream. Okay, that works in the stream, right? And but to me, being on a writing stream helps me see how others woo they work and learn from it. That is one intention of a writing stream. And yeah, writing streams I feel like can be a bit more deeper, but for the general masses, for the general audience, right, it does not really work out. But I don't really care, because if I start caring, I won't actually do these streams, and I don't want to lose the magic. The magic of writing is always there. Same as art. I respect artists who can showcase their talents on public. That's why when I see Mono's art streams, I always find it fascinating to see how she can study anatomy. She gets up to her work really fast, and I've seen how fast she can work in, putting up a pose. Let's say she wants a pose, she would draw it, the shell, and then she can work from it already. In the same way that I can foresee a story plot and just put down the words that will begin like a huge chapter about it. So yeah, it's a different world, but I understand that art streams are easier in the eyes. If you saw this writing stream, you would just be confused as shit, because you wouldn't know the context. Writing artist stream, you can kind of see that you can kind of understand what's being drawn, but in a writing stream you need to be told what's going on. Actually, the process is there, but if the viewers want context, it would be very hard for me to explain. Like, let's say Emerald Star, if you guys weren't here before, I would have to explain to you. I will explain to you what like the Emerald Star is. Basically, it's a story, what here and there, but you would just be even more lost when I start to explain it, because there's a lot of intricacies that I implement into stories. This may only apply to me. This could not apply to anyone else, honestly, but this is just my personal reflections on such a writing stream. I just polished my glasses. Though curious, though slightly too curious, the populace was easy to control and the least of our worries. What I want personally, through my threat matrix, was the presence of the foreigners. So I mean, like, Akate, I want to ask you a question. How does watching me write help you actually? I'm quite curious if it helps you at all. Because, well, let's just lean on each other, I guess. As writers, we always try to lean on each other. Yeah. A bit has no cover. These are weird questions I ask my audience. At the same time, while I'm also goofing off slightly by reading TV tropes as usual. I'm somehow back to watching. I'm back to reading Godzilla vs Kong TV tropes. Hey, Adiputra, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of essay writing. We're continuing off from where I think we're just continuing off where I came from. In the. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Adiputra, I meant to say I'm continuing off the Emerald Star, so yeah. It fortunately amounted to nothing while we prepared and watched and monitored his progress in the sky. I sometimes see your writing pattern, see how detailed you write a something. Yeah, that actually does some. That actually is a nice thing you can take away from my streams, to be honest, because the way I write, I recognize it. I own it actually, and as much as I say I suffer from self-esteem issues, which I do, when I write story, I don't really detail things as what my friends said to me before, and that turned me off from writings. I can say, right, sorry, the butcher, this may sound a bit technical, but when it comes to details in writings, you want to make sure that you don't end up providing an expo speak from an exposition dump on a reader, basically. The thing about my stories is that I've done this for a few years already, and I managed to balance out that magic point between exposition and action. You want the plot to move forward, but you don't want the plot to move too fast without any information. Otherwise, people get lost. At the same time, you don't want to drown your audience. When you don't want to drown your potential audience with just a huge load of descriptions that ultimately amount to just movement of plot in just like one footstep, basically. Let's just put that as a metaphor. One footstep. You want to take many steps, and at the same time you want to describe those many steps as best as you can, and you want to keep writing. So details are good, and details can serve to make your characters a bit stronger. Let's say your character is a nerd for a mech, and you describe a mech. Seeing this, you can inject that exposition into this person's speech in a way that seems very very interesting, and I don't know how you say it. You can put the details into that person's speech, and it will come off as not forced, but something that this person is gushing about. That's one perspective of it. Like, see here, I can explain a lot of these in a way that is relatable, because this is a form of xenofiction, which means I'm not writing from the point of a human. I'm writing from the point of Tarn, who is a robot. And then combat synthoid. I keep calling him a robot. He's not a robot. I don't like robots. So it's a combat synthoid, and his descriptions are a lot more detailed and technical. So yes, and he's just blunt. Yeah, their goodwill had been um had been revoked before events like these. I don't know how to say. It's like I don't know. Those people who travel a long way to see this kind of event amused in my back core, in my smart core, usually came with a purpose, with a selfish purpose, or selfish, yes, espionage, sabotage. I don't really know. Sabotage. Bribery. These are. I injected these potential events into my threat analysis and found that the launch of the Viper suit fortunately as per our savagery, bribery, theft, murder. I don't really know, because it seems weird that I can bring up the word terrorism in a post-apocalyptic society, because terrorism is usually defined by a governmental entity that is in a bureaucracy. I don't know, that's the loosest term I can. It's like violence committed against a state. It's called terrorism. And in the post-apocalyptic society, there's not really an entity called the state. At least my mercenary company did not really work on such terms. We will be fighting. We fought terrorists, but usually these are other smaller kingdoms. So the idea of terrorism is very unique to Tarn, because he's a combat synthroid from another dimension, another world that functions more on a bureaucratic system, and he has embedded it into his databank. So he will use that term, but we wouldn't. So that's one thing. Fortunately, we see was none of these disastrous attempts. Disastrous attempts. And take another sip of my mug. Is this a bit too much for you guys? Like, I understand it could be confusing. Hold on. I have too much mileage out of this mug because I can just edit it like crazy. I don't have arms for it, but I can just kind of float it on my face. Let me see. Oops, sorry. Not to me. Ah, okay. That's usually that's the thing that I usually do fear about the more complicated streams I host. Watching a game stream is easy and you can relate. Watching a person singing is easy. You can listen. Watching a person draw, it's easy on your eyes. Doing writing, not easy on your eyes and your brain, because you just need to process it. So if you do feel comfortable at Kate, I am thankful. But for the rest of you, you don't have to feel bad about it. I actually completely understand why it might be slightly weird for you. So it's just my personal input. If I sound quite patronizing, I apologize, because I have a very strange bluntness to my word. Okay. What disaster occurred was entirely out was entirely unexpected from was beyond my beyond the normal field of operations we worked. Let's see. Oh my god, the field of operations we work. As we made our way to the launch pad, I had taken note. I had amusingly taken note of its. What am I supposed to say? I don't really know. It's like here I want to talk about the launch pad. The launch pad itself I think is ramshackle. The launch center. Do I say? Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna change it. Launch pad. I'm gonna change it to launch center because it feels more logical. That is a launch. built complex before and after the violent invasion. After several situations, I ran through its. I don't really know how to say because I understand launch can get violent. As I was the only one with knowledge of building such buildings, concepts which were irrelevant and useless to a humanity whose technology level did not allow the native building and natural construction of, I don't know how you say I had been assigned by the master to see its construction through with our currently available materials. We had to vacate the residents and vagrants of this particular building, which I had identified as belonging to a former banking financial conglomerate. Long dead would be a more accurate term because of this world's past. Our materials was not exactly what I would describe as sturdy enough to endure the stress of proper rocket launches. Not exactly. Like, I wouldn't know how to describe it. When you look at Cape Hope, Goddard Space Center. Hold on, let me bring it. Goddard Space Flight Center. Okay, so Goddard Space Flight Center is very tough. I believe the building is just rather rocket launch pad. The complex itself is not entirely that huge, and I don't think the building that I have in mind is planned to be big. It's just meant to be pretty normal, I guess. Not normal. I wouldn't know the word. It's just like a moderately sized banking building with a large open roof. Rocket launch pad. Yeah, it's not meant to be big, but yeah, the launch pads are usually quite sturdy. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, I'm also being quite quiet because I'm also reading some things off the camera, so I apologize. Yeah, trying to do some research as well. So, or not. I wouldn't say research. I'm just being a piece of shit because I am not actually writing. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I got rocket launchers. The Viper suit, as powerful as we had restored, as we could restore it to. It's not exactly a gigantic. It's not exactly the gigantic starships I remembered embarking upon in my previous assignment. In my previous deployments. Company. It's not actually the starships. It's not exactly. I only insisted on being thorough with this to not only protect us, and the suit, but to protect the civilian population. Looking, the building itself had to be heavily reinforced and painted. Its roof cave taken down to form a large hole. Not this large hole. Brain not work. Let me see. See. I was trying to think, so my brain is like, yeah, when it comes to writing, my brain just kind of shuts down sometimes, and I don't talk that much, so I apologize. Not really sure what to do. One of these days, I gotta get proper mug emote from my rigger, so I can just have fun with it. From both inside and outside. Okay, inside and outside. Its roof taken down to form hole. It's huge hole created. Huge hole created in the ceiling for obvious reasons. So the robot is also that was reinforced. That was, I don't know how you say. That was guarded by new automated gates to prevent rain from falling from falling. Contaminating. So like, when the idea of automated gators, as weird as it sounds, because it's post-apocalyptic, right? So you wouldn't normally expect this. Electricity is not a rare thing in the Hollow Peninsula now. You can make electricity, but you can't do certain things. And I believe a thing like an automated gate, a heavy-duty automated gate, should just be fine. Or even not even heavy-duty, just a lightly armored gate should be good enough, actually. So yeah, that's right. So yeah, from contaminating equipment. Guards were hired from volunteer guards from the surrounding area were recruited to maintain facilities, the launch centers. So yeah, mercenaries also have to hire guards sometimes. Isn't that interesting? Let me see. So I'm reading up computers now and like thinking about EMPs. Like, I think most if I were to put the computers and I would like to point out the computer in my room and the workshop background, I think it's gonna say it's powered by vacuum tubes. So yeah. Just reading about EMPs is interesting. Vacuum tube. It was very interesting just to see this. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm also doing research on EMPs because I would assume the electronics of this era is not very complicated. It I don't know how to explain EMPs. It's very hard. It's a nuclear pulse. I don't know. I do research on the side as a. I do research on the side because I think it'll be fun on stream because all the stuff I can see I can put into my play and whatnot. It'll be great. It'll be good. So yes. Let me see here. Fixable. You can like, yeah, EMP electronics hit by an EMP, right? I don't think they can be. I don't think they're completely unsalvageable, but I think you can just salvage some transistors from an EMP strike and make them work. So yes. Just seeing here. What's going on? Sorry, I'm a bit like I'm a bit sleepy as well, so I'm just doing research as well, so it might help. Why am I reading about fanfiction? Oh my god, My Little Pony just popped up again. Oh, Robotech is here. Oh, okay, I see. That's not a thing. Okay, I'm sad. I gotta do more research. Like, I'm looking at this section for TV show about show network. I should really actually stop implementing that into my stuff because I don't want to sound like a complete buffoon when I do anything. So yes. Security. Security. Presence. Wow. Oh no, wait, hold on. The center pros had been fenced off and with barbed wire with okay, let me just move this. Okay, so this works if you just move it here, right? And you move it here, this. There you go. That's how you change all the stuff. Study is pony seconds. Please don't bring up the ponies. I don't know. I'm just reading stuff about showing your work and then ponies just showed up, so I don't really know. I don't know, man. I'm just looking at other stuff. Exo. I'm so sorry. I'm just like I'm just like I'm just like humming Among Us for some reason. It just gets stuck in my head. Wow, what the heck is this? Bear. There's a bear? Okay, I'm reading about this one fanfiction that has a bear inside it. It's so weird. I don't really know what's happening. Mama, you can kind of tell. I'm not getting bored. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what to do at the same time. It's like the writing stream should be about writing, but I have very loose focus. It was the best we could do for just this time period without extending our presence too far beyond our region. I don't know how you say. Luckily, we were glad that, or rather, I, with my knowledge of sublight. What? Okay, I'm just thinking like sublight engine fuel. What was I thinking? Sublight engine. Sublight drives. Their fuel sources are much glad that we did not have to store any fuel for the Viper suit. It ran on its own unique power source that, even to me, was unidentifiable. Okay, that would be one way to say it, unidentifiable. But, no, that doesn't match up. On a salvage energy source. One of our waterfall expeditions. According to my analysis, this generator is powerful enough to keep the suit running indefinitely. Okay, no, let's make it a lot more specific. For 3,000 years continuously. Produce. I kept it as okay. This doesn't. One that was so absurdly powerful. I reasoned with my smart core that it could not have been human. Human made. So yeah, that's one way of putting it. So I wanted to solve the fuel issue, which is why you saw the backpack of the suit, right? If you see the backpack of the suit, it has a unique power source behind. The armor looks ramshackle, but that energy generator is stuck on there and it works indefinitely. It's like a perpetual machine, but I don't really know what to say about it. So yes. Now I'm looking up dinosauruses. Why am I looking up dinosauruses now? I don't even know, man. I'm doing random stuff now. Sorry, Kate. I'm really just being the analyst and really reading about other stuff. So showing your work on TV tropes, there's a fair bit of research that I wanted to research that is very interesting for me. Also, if you hear that voice, it's just part of the music track that I selected. So yeah. Sorry, I'll get back to work now. So the powerful in its output. This we had to keep seeing. Perhaps some of these foreigners saw these. Some of these foreigners saw these. Wait, is it saw these? Saw. Perception. Do not have to store any fuel for the Viper suit. We're gonna salvage everything. What? If we had the proper technology, and tools, I would have easily opted to design the place to be automated. Automated by sentry turrets, laser grids, as well as a few class right control syntoids. Alas, this is a different world. this kind of snark is actually quite nice for me because it does give you an insight into what kind of a world that Tarn live in, and so yeah. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I was a fool for thinking that'd be punctual for the on the meeting. Oh, Akate, what happened? Did it get botched again? What dang, that's bad. I hope everything's going okay for you, Akate. I can't really talk much because my throat is a bit dry. I'm drinking lots of water. Kaiser. meeting supposed to be start at 3 now. They'll be like, it's too early, let's shift it to 4. Oh my goodness, I actually know about this feeling and I really don't like it because you know that personally as a streamer, right, I have to keep to my schedules. I want to keep to my schedules because it's professional. And I have to tell you, I was tempted for more casual streams, like just move them up and continuously move them up. And it's a very bad habit to do, so yeah, I guess you can kind of egg them on it. Well, at least now you're stuck with me for the next 30 minutes. Let's see how much. Fleet of Ripper drones. Different wall. I would. I wondered if then if the building would remain standing after Dylus' launch. Unsure, still unsure of the nights of analysis, of predictions. Right, of predictions. Fraction. Upon reaching the entrance, upon reaching the checkpoint that separated the launch center from the area around it, the guards quietly let us in without saying a single word. They had no reason to, as we were quite clearly distinguishable as mercenaries in charge of this place, compared to the masses crowded around. The moment we step beyond the checkpoint, lot of I don't know, I could analyze my emotion, my stress detectors pinpointed an increase in anxiety amongst many of them. It was justifiable given the circumstances. The most anxious of them all to... Did I say Junshi? No, I think yeah, Junshi is still active. So combination of the suits. Yeah, that'll be good. Like the suit itself is making me uncomfortable, so I think hope everything's going okay. Like, sorry, Kathy, if I'm just repeating myself. I hope everything's going okay over there. I'll be here for ya if you need me. You can just chat to me about your group and what you're supposed to do actually. Everything else is just... This is a very chill stream. I'm not even doing anything. Meme theory. No food, the suit's weight. And I assumed was his fear. What I concluded was emotional. Fear running true. I had let him communicate with the Timman rather suddenly about his launch. He was never one to fly. I recall his words being laced with anxiety. With anxiety? Is there another word for anxiety? I'm gonna look it up right now. Synonym for anxiety. Whether he was really cat out for this trip. Yeah, sorry. Just trying to think of what to do. My brain's just not working. Maybe not this song. Like some songs I can't play. Like I don't think I can play that song, but I can play. But anything else, basically. There you go. This song. This song's much better. I will stop the stream at 3:40 so that you guys can get some rest. The whole gist of this synonyms go blur. Yeah, I would like to say synonyms actually help to break out the monotonous nature of a script. I found it to be somewhat in reference to his preparation. Preparations. So okay, let's go back to talking about synonyms. So synonyms, right? I wouldn't say to overuse them, but if you want to spice up your essay with just an extra fancy word, go look up synonyms for a certain word that you may find yourself using often, or is well a term that you might feel like may be overused quickly. So that you have to research the synonyms themselves and know the context in order to make use of them as well. So yeah, I guess you can just say synonyms are like that. Pre-flight preparations. Having been hastily inducted into the specials. He had been extensive drill how to handle G forces, the effects of G force, G forces on his body. Manage his ox. The Kuda fight. He embarked. One Lance Corporal Hedy. Now, I don't know what's a Malay name. Let me think. Malay names. Let's see. Dollar. Okay, that we go. One echo would be nice. Oh wait, no, that's this is not accurate ranks for flight. Let me see. Air Force ranks. What rank do you need to be to fly in the Air Force? So I gotta do some research about this actually. Oh, okay. Officers. All pilots are actually air officers. Okay. Captain. Okay, captain would be good. So at least that's one thing you guys can learn if you're interested in writing about aeronautics. What's it called already? I'm begin. Every pilot that you see in the Air Force, any Air Force, is always a lieutenant. So yes, always a lieutenant and then a captain above. So I wrote the wrong thing. Captain had been assigned to him, describing the list. Oh, that is she describing the wily captain as being both thrilled to fly yet scared shitless. Every step of the way. Burps, take notes. Yeah, take notes of the burp. Burp. Anyway. Okay, I want to stop whispering. staring contest I'm messing about at this point. I'm so sorry. I'm not staring at you guys intentionally. I'm reading something as well. Because I'm not supposed to. I'm so sorry. It's okay. You may mess around, but I'm just staring at the script, just wondering what else to do, and then I'm also reading something else on the other side. I was. Still am not surprised to hear about this. Oh, nope, it's my audio. Did I mute myself? Did I mute myself the whole time? For like the last hour? What? When did I turn this off? I don't remember turning this off. Wait, I've been quiet the whole time? Oh, okay, so I just kind of turned off. I guess that's just one thing I just accidentally pressed, I guess. Sorry. I did not know how the others felt. Others felt in their responses to him, but I kept my responses to a minimum and only just a few minutes ago. Okay, then yeah, that's just a problem with the thing that came up. And only talked, told him what could possibly I as according to my smart call making process. This is making progress. Thank you for pointing this out, Akate. You've been a great help for me just pointing out all these weird things because I am just not very good at anything. Also, you being a boss in an FPS. No, look, if that's the one thing I can do, and the one thing I do feel comfortable, and the only thing I feel comfortable in, that's not a good thing on its own. Like, I want to do more things, which is why I did Dinosaur Review, because Dinosaur Review was like a fun thing to do, right? And I was pressed because I didn't know what to do at the time, and I was just mostly quite confused, but yeah, and that's why I do writing streams, because showcasing my writing is actually a nervous thing because there'll be times where I just don't talk at all. So yeah, I want to do more uncomfortable games, I guess, more varied games, which is why Overcooked was good. I don't really know about my audience turnout anymore, but it's okay. I don't really mind just you guys sticking around. Overcooked is a fun game. I want to do more stuff like Jurassic Park and whatnot. Even movie nights would be fun. Because I feel like as much as I want to be good at FPS games, people get bored of that real fast. I may not want to do art, but I can try and do other stuff that may be interesting for everybody. Once inside, I departed from the group to begin coordinating the launch process of the Viper. Oh, movie's nice. Ice ready. Yeah, you can just watch movies, do it like an animated watch thing. But I feel like maybe I also need more people. I'm not so sure. I mean, like, what else? What else do you think would be interesting content for me to cover? Because I understand that FPSs are my niche, and I really like it. So yes. Hmm. I don't know what I'm thinking of. My brain is just shutting down already. Games like Project Wingman is good. Yeah, you know what? I feel like it was a mistake playing Project Wingman without my life today, because I think my reactions would have been increasingly greater without that. But at the same time, I was glad Project Wingman was one of the games I've actually streamed before. If you check my VODs, yes, that was one of the first games I streamed. Yeah, and you were there, I think, Akate. So yes, thank you for that. I might play Ace Combat, but as the poll says, the next campaign game could probably be River City Girls, so I'll just ask some art for that. Or draw it myself. I don't know. I'm dumb at drawing, but it's okay. I can try. Minecraft may be interesting. I'm not really sure what to do, but I can always put guns inside and make it entertaining. Minecraft. Minecraft, I'll give that a try, but I gotta make a custom mod pack. Minecraft with friends is here, but dedicated friends needed for that. Yeah, I was gonna say I might invite Soji to play that modded Minecraft, but for that kind of matter, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Oh. Okay, so let me just finish this up with a handful of engineer. Aeronautics from our company. The plan was simple. Dylus pilot the Viper suit to a predetermined level. Height. Do I say height? Height. Why would an aircraft stall? Why would an aircraft stall? Altitude, there you go. Okay, I was a bit unclear. Okay, altitude. My DM's open if you're on Minecraft. Just saying, I can rally out some of my buddies to come as well. I think I'll hit you up as well. I'll probably hit you up to play. I'll ask Soji whether he's interested. I was thinking of having a modded Minecraft survival where we play 1.12. We have the gun mod that you've seen before, monsters, and then we have the parasite mod, and we will just go around hunting for the parasites. We won't play axolotl, but yeah. If you want to play Axolotl, also good for me, and that goes for anybody. And we can just kind of, yeah, we can just kind of play the game. Yes, that'd be good. Altitude. Check this. Ensure that the suit was capable of remaining airborne. Would safely launch from the center for longer than 15 minutes at a shorter then ascend to a higher altitude before returning back to base to ensure maximum chances maximum chance of success. I volunteered my neural net for a sequence for a procedure I had not properly configured for, but knew was possible with. I would upload my a part of my neural nodes into the helmet of the Viper suit. The HD of the Viper's helmet, and act as Dylus's co-pilot. So yes, Tarn is my co-pilot here. If I was gonna play Jurassic Park, right, I might download a few mods for it because the base game is also kind of bummer. So yeah, I played the game I'm talking about is Jurassic World Evolution, which is a part building game, and as you can tell, I really like dinosaurs, so I might play that game before. I might play the game in the future, but I might actually need a mod to fix a lot of the problems, and pray to God that the game does not have a save file problem. Otherwise, we're gonna have a big problem. So yes. Let's see. I don't know. I've been wanting to play this game on a bit of a more time because Jurassic Park has been a fan favorite for me, and you will be memed always as a dinosaur. Yes, I will always be memed because I am just that good. Okay, let's finish this up. Some similar functions existed in the coalition. Wait, did I say right? Entity function. Some of the ISDS assets function similarly to this, such as so it's like getting ideas from Halo as well, such as the I would technically be the first to bridge this rather unorthodox role. I only suggested none of the Timan were aware of this. So this decision was of my best judgment. I'm getting emails like oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff for Jurassic World, holy crap. That's a lot of mods for the dinosaur stuff. Yeah, that's a Halo Steam sale is here. The only thing that's lacking is this guy. I mean, you saw the thing I posted in the gaming lounge, right? I bought the venerated skin from Modern Warfare, so I'm not even sure that I can spend any more for, well, anything else. I saw Mono playing Code Vein, but I'm less inclined to get new games actually because I still have like a plentiful supply of games, but I might get a few games, but it depends whether I can get a payday soon. I don't know when it ends. Can you tell me when the summer sale ends? That'd be interesting. Ninth of July. Ah, yeah, then I can get payday then. That should be fine. The stream's almost ending, so I guess we can just put a stop here. Came from my own smart core. I also radio communications would be limited up there in the stratus at higher altitudes thanks to our limited technology and no doubt function more effectively with a partner by his side. I also had a smaller objective, and then after that we can just end it here. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's that for Also, why did it just mute everything? Okay, my music was also muted. What the hell? That's dumb. So like everything was muted. What button was this? I gotta fix this already. So I guess we stop here and just go back to the. Okay, there we go. Now I guess we stop here for today, and sorry if the stream is also quite quiet. I am slightly less energy than usual, but as I don't really know how to make my writing streams more expressive when I put it this way. It doesn't sound self-defeating, but I wouldn't know how to say it. It just feels like the kind of stream that wouldn't catch on. It's my personal thing, but yeah, you're better off when you see this kind of stream. You just never know context, so it's a bit weird. So yeah, understandable. Other than that, yeah, that's it for today's writing stream. All I have to say is, I will have to see what's going on next week. If MCO is extended, I'll still probably reduce the stream, but I am feeling slightly worn out from my streaming already. Yeah, my writing streams are my trademark, and reading streams, because literature, no one can do it. No, some people can do it in what's it called, in the vitamin community, but I fully own my one. So yeah. So writing won't be going away anytime soon, but it's just based on my own confidence. Anyway, what I was gonna say already. Next week you'll definitely see a smaller schedule based on whether I'm getting my internship going or not. If it is going, please bear with me as I try and adjust to my new work style. So I may have very inconsistent streams, so I will try and plan for them to be around the same time as usual, which is 8 o'clock, 8 or 9. But worst comes to worst, the streams I plan out may not actually be there because I may be tired or something. So I will try my best to feel. So next week at best, I think I'll just be sticking to multiplayer and reading, but that's it, nothing else. I won't start a new story stream until I can get something going on. Alright, I'm so sorry everybody if this sounds like a bit of depressing news, but I just want to make sure I feel comfortable at work, and then I can bring that into the streaming life, because it doesn't feel responsible of me to just say I will work or continue on a full schedule. So yeah, it doesn't feel responsible for me to work on a full streaming schedule and then skimp out my internship, because I think my internship is a lot more important. It's money. So yes, other than that, that's it for today. I don't really have much to talk about. I've been very chill. My throat hurts, and I do want to lie down, but I remembered the cat pissed on the bed, so I have no place to lie down for now. So other than that, yes, thank you, Akate, for hanging around, and for anyone else who came here, thank you so much for coming to the writing stream. I apologize if it's a bit quiet today and whether the audio went off. I will fix that in the future, but definitely when the next writing stream comes around, I will probably not be writing any the same stories. I'll probably try back my Wheel of Fate, but we'll see about that. Okay, all right. So with that, glory be a day. Have a good afternoon and an evening, and have a good weekend. Bye bye.